So I'm here doing some work with wonderful students here at St. Paul's, and I'm accompanied by another wonderful Dominican friar. Father?
I'm Father James Pierce. I'm the Associate Pastor over Blessed Sacrament here in Madison. So it's exciting to have you.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And so Father and I were just talking about a few things and trying to think about the call to holiness and what does that actually look like. And he had some beautiful things that he wanted to share. So Father, in terms of talking about the Beatitudes, what kind of things would you want to help people kind of understand about their call?
It's exciting to think about it this November, because November, as we all know, begins with the Feast of All Saints. And the reading for it, we got the Beatitudes, it's the Sermon on the Mount. It also doubles, we got JP2 over here, the third luminous mystery, Proclamation of the Kingdom. I think it's something that's especially close to your heart, the work that you've done with high school students.
Yes.
and getting them to recognize and getting them to embrace the idea. We're all called to sainthood. In one way, it's kind of a remote, out there thing.
Yeah.
But if people can get into it and recognize, I am called to be one of these dressed in white in the image of the Lamb.
Yes.
Like in the book of Revelation. It completely changes the way that we look at life. And then this is the big piece for me. Being open to the grace that God has to pour into life.
Yeah.
Because that right there is when it completely changes every way we live.
And Father, how would you think about helping someone decide how do you become open to that? Practically, on your daily, how do I become open to being able to live that?
So this is the so exciting thing, I think. So you know how there's a place where, and I tell the grade schools, grade schoolers this all the time. It's that's where we are.
It's great.
But where we, so basically, we hear the place where God's Jesus is pray always. It's that seems strange. It's here's the thing that God's always happy to answer. He's always happy to answer a prayer, not for a new Ferrari, but in terms of, God, can you send me more love to live concretely in this situation? He's always going to answer that one. Always going to answer that one. And then the virtues that come with that. Dominicans, we know about this.
Yes, the virtues.
So not just the love. Love is the virtue. Love is one of the theological virtues. But what's he going to send in terms of we need to be brave to live in a situation?
Yes.
He's going to send that.
Exactly.
If we need to be temperate, where he's going to send that. Yes. We have this direct line to grace. And it's something that makes living the virtuous life so much easier for somebody who knows the font of all virtue.
Yes. It's so true. One of the beautiful things that I've been talking about, even here, is that really focusing on living that virtuous life, like we all know, is going to help you be more attuned to God's will in your life. And it's going to be easier for you to choose the good, because not only is it the natural virtues, but we get the amazing dignity through baptism to be able to participate in the supernatural virtues. And that's what makes the difference, really, is that it's not just becoming a good person, it's listening to the will of God and being conformed to choosing it.
I love that, sister.
Yeah! Dominicans!
Amen.
That's what it is. All right, well, Father, thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. God bless you all.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, Father's also a newly ordained priest.
That is true.
That's awesome.
Pray for me.
Yes,
pray for me.